people don't understand what healthcare really means. They thought when the healthcare law was passed that it was going to be some relief. It was going to be where people saw reductions in possibly some of their payments. What they've seen is the opposite effect. They've seen deductibles go up. They've seen co-payments go up. They've seen employers switching healthcare providers, meaning that they can't go to that same doctor anymore, hurting the patient-physician relationship. So what I think is going to happen is I think you're going to see some repeal of the health care. They're going to try to unravel it. But also what's going to happen is there are some good points in that health care package, and that is the pre-existing conditions. So they need to look at what's working, but definitely what's not working, especially for small businesses across this country. Housing's a major crisis still in America. Here's what happens. Over 30% of Americans are choosing FHA loans. These are backed by the federal government, and what's happening is the Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, all the big ones are putting overlays on the guidelines where access to credit is almost impossible for a lot of people. So what needs to happen is they need to stop putting overlays on these different loan programs so people can actually get financing. And what we have to do is we have to unravel the credit crisis, which starts with the credit reporting agencies being more accountable in today's market.
Rodney, they cannot do a pat-down, a legitimate pat-down with going there. I mean, they really can't. You ready for that?
Yeah, I mean, here's what happens. I mean, is it a pain? Absolutely. It's a pain as a business traveler to get rid of the cufflinks, the shoes, everything else. But let's go back to 2001. What happened after 9/11 is we become really tight on this part. But then last week we have the UPS scare. So it's almost, I look at it as almost like the business lending guidelines. We get too loose and then we get too tight. There's got to be an in-between here. But I think the scans are fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I'd rather have that than a pat down if you've seen some of these people that are patting you down.